Hey fellow dadpreneurs, Adam Dukes here, and in this video I'm going to share with you 5 ways to monetize a personal brand. But before we get into that, rocking the Dadpreneur shirt, you can order your Dadpreneur shirt down below. Click the link below. It's called Total Dads. It's an online dad apparel store. We got shirts, we got hats, we got hoodies. We'll be releasing more things as we go into the holidays. But for right now, we got shirts, hats, and hoodies. Check it out after this video. Of course, I'm going to get into 5 ways to monetize your personal brand. Now, nowadays in 2019, we all have a personal brand. Whether it's something very, very small, if you have a Facebook profile, you have a personal brand. If you're putting content out on the internet, you have a personal brand. Again, it might be very, very, very small, or it might be a large one, or you might be aspiring to build a large one to leverage opportunities, business opportunities to make money, to start a business, to partnerships. There's a million different things you can do with a personal brand. It builds trust in the marketplace. It also you have higher perceived value. It's a great positioning tool if you have a personal brand, if you have a following and you're like a leader in that specific niche. My favorite is leverage. You can use it as leverage. If you have basically it's your reputation, personal brand, reputation, kind of the same thing nowadays. But if you have a crowd of people, what's that called? A tribe of people, because you have a personal brand that follow you, that listen to what you say, that trust you, that will fight for you, support you. That's leverage. You put out a book. You do. There's so much things you can leverage it. Like I said, putting out a book, hiring people, hiring talent from your tribe, starting a business, partnering with someone, or partnering with a different business or someone. You can really leverage that audience, that tribe of people. So that's what I like. The whole personal brand thing is the whole leverage behind it, what you can do with it. A lot of people say, oh, you can't sell a personal brand. No, I know. That's not the point. You're not supposed to sell it, but you can use the personal brand as leverage for so many different things. So that's why I'm big on it. And also, I'd argue that it eliminates shiny object syndrome. I'm going to get into this in another video, but I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And really, if you're building a personal brand, that's not something you're going to ditch out on. It's you. You're building you. You're the brand. So you talk about what you're interested in. Now, you might be interested in XYZ in 2019. 2024, I might like photography, and I might do photography. That's fine. It's just attached to my name, my brand. So anyways, those are some of the benefits of a personal brand. Let's get into how you can actually monetize it. So the first one, you could follow Kylie Jenner's route, and you could have an e-commerce store or some type of e-commerce platform and sell physical products like she does. I think she has a makeup line. I'm sure she probably has quite a few different lines, but I think the makeup line is the big one. Obviously, she had she had a head start. She has a rich family, or a famous family, that was in the spotlight, that's been in the spotlight for years. I think the dad was like OJ's lawyer or something way back in the day. Obviously, they have a famous family. I'm not going to go through all the family members. Shit, I don't know their names and that, and if they're guys or girls. Nowadays, they switch sides and all that. Anyways, like I said, she had a head start. She started on third base basically and just had to run home. No, I'm not taking anything away from her. Good for her. She's worth like $1 billion. She's leveraging her personal brand into an e-commerce shop, and she does plenty of other things as well. I'm sure wonderful things about giving back. So she does a lot with her personal brand. But that's one example, is e-commerce. The next one is you could get into coaching or consulting. Maybe you're good at underwater basket weaving. Maybe you're good at graphic design. Maybe you're good at there's a guy I met online a couple of years ago. He had a hot dog stand. That was his business, and he was in like Arkansas, a very small town in Arkansas or Alabama, somewhere down south. And he had a little business, and he would sell hot dogs, and he did decent with it. That was his business. He would just sell hot dogs in his town with like a little mobile cart. And then he put together an ebook, and he sold the ebook for $10, and he ended up making like $117,000 in the first 12 months just selling the ebook. He made more money, a considerable amount of more money, just selling the ebook. But that was kind of the coaching consulting, and then he offered like coaching with it and all that. But that's something, that's a completely random hot dog vendor business, but that's an example. Underwater basket weaving. Maybe you're really good at that. Maybe you're good at photography. Maybe you could teach others how to do photography, or coach others on how to do photography, or consult others on how to do photography. So that is one other example. You could be a service provider. Maybe you offer services to businesses or to people. Maybe you're a photographer. You put photography. You share your photography, your work, on Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest, and people reach out to you and say, hey, can you shoot my wedding? Can you do portfolio shots? Can you do whatever? They hire you. You're a service provider. I had a lady reach out to me, ironically, who's a photographer, reach out to me today. Reached out to me a couple days ago, I should say, but we hopped on the phone today. She's a photographer and a loan officer, and she was asking for help with Facebook ads as a loan officer. And I was giving her some tips with loan officer Facebook ads and also for her photography business. Again, a service provider. I was helping her. I've picked up clients from just my personal brand, whether it's people finding me through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. So you could be a service provider, provide some type of a service to the end user. The next one is probably one of the most popular, I'd say, is affiliate marketing. And that is where you're recommending products and or services or businesses or brands. And if they buy through like a specific link, a specialized link, a personalized link, I should say, you will get paid a commission. The person will get paid a commission. As an example, let's say you bought this stapler. I have Amazon links down below. Maybe not this video, but some of my videos I have Amazon links. If you buy through there, Amazon pays like 4%. So let's say I said, buy this stapler. It's the best stapler I've ever used. Get it down below. It's $10 at Amazon. If you buy through that link, I would get paid 4%. I think it's 4 or 6%. It's small. I'd get 40 cents if you bought that stapler. What's cool is I get 4% of whatever you buy that day. I think it's 24 hours. Whatever you buy that day. If you go through my link and you buy a refrigerator and a generator and you spend $8,000, I get 4% of that. I get $320, so whatever you buy. So that's pretty cool with Amazon. If it's software, they typically pay like 15 to 40%, maybe even 50%. And sometimes if it's a recurring software, you'll get paid each and every month. If it's a digital product, a lot of times it's 50% commission. So if they're selling an ebook, for example, for $20, you'll get 10 and the ebook creator will get 10. Sometimes it's even 75%, where you would get 15 and the product creator would get $5. So affiliate marketing is another a very, very big one. If you have a tribe of people and you're using some type of a product, some type of a service, and you enjoy it, you recommend it, give them an affiliate link. Give them, or see if they offer. A lot of them. Best Buy does affiliates. Like I said, Amazon does affiliate. Walmart does affiliate, I believe. The large stores do. Again, with the physical products, it's going to be a very, very small percentage. So that's affiliate marketing. The next one, and last but certainly not least, is online courses. A lot of marketers like online courses for a couple reasons. It's almost infinitely scalable. You really can scale it to the moon without... I was listening to a podcast or YouTube video a couple weeks back, and I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about... It was like the person was a service provider, and they said, if you woke up tomorrow and you had 50 new customers, could you handle it? Could your business handle it? And he's like, yeah, I'd have to hire like 3 people. I'd have to hire 3 people for fulfillment. I'd have to hire a manager. And the guest or the podcast host was like, no. You can't hire anyone. Like, could you handle it? 50 people tomorrow. And they were like, no, I couldn't. Like, it'd break my business. I couldn't do it, or it'd be very, very delayed, it'd be scrambling around. And it was interesting. And then they got talking about online courses, and they're like, well, if you're selling an online course and you got 50 customers, let's say overnight, even 100 customers, 200 customers, it's not going to break anything. Like an online course is housed typically in like a membership area. It's behind like a protected wall, a pay wall that someone has to pay money, and then they get access to it. And you record the course days, weeks, months, years ago, and they get access to that. So it doesn't really matter if you bring in 3 customers or 100. The support desk might get some more support tickets, but there's no extra work that has to be done, whether it's one person that buys or 100 people that buy. So that was just a really interesting way to think about it. I've never heard of it like that, but it just makes the case for online courses. Not just infinitely scalable, but the profit margin is insane. You pay like a 3 to 4% percentage on like Shopify, or not Shopify, on Stripe or PayPal or whatever your payment processor is. That's standard though. You pay like 3-4%. Other than that, it's all profit. Obviously, minus your marketing cost and obviously your time and all that. But other than that, it is very, very, very high margins. It's funny with people doing e-commerce and they get into selling it on Shopify. It's typically 20 to 30% margins. And then they dabble in internet marketing and sell a course and they go, holy shit, this has like 97% margins. I like this a lot better, So that's why people love online courses. So a lot of people sell online courses. The example I just gave a little bit ago, the guy selling a book on how to build a mobile hot dog stand or be a hot dog vendor. He made over $100,000 with it, selling a $10 ebook. I mean, there's so many possibilities. Russell Brunson's a big, he owns ClickFunnels. He's got a famous story that he got his start. He built a potato gun where you launch potatoes. I think it's illegal. We used to do it back in high school. You stuff a potato down a PVC pipe and you build it all up. And he used to be very, very good at it and could launch these potatoes a fucking quarter mile. And people were asking him how to build it. So he made a website and sold an ebook on how to build a potato launcher. And he did. I can't remember. This was in like 2003 or 2004. But he made a ton of money by selling a potato launcher or a guide of how to put together a potato launcher. So whatever you're an expert in, you could create an online course. And again, it's infinitely scalable. It's working for you all the time, 24/7. As a matter of fact, you can go down and check out the link in the first comment below. It's called 21 Day Client. It's my, I show you I give you a guide on how to sign clients and sell a unique service, a birthday marketing service through Facebook advertising to like restaurant owners. It's a very, very unique service. Restaurant owners love it. It's somewhat of I'll say it's an easy sale. You can check it out. It's a free guide. You can check it out. And then I, of course, sell an online course, exactly what we're talking about. So those are 5 ways. There's a lot of other ways, obviously, to monetize a personal brand. You could do like speaking gigs. You could do like brand partnerships. A lot of YouTubers, that have decent sized audiences, they'll partner up with maybe a software company if they're in the entrepreneur space, or if they're in the, the women that are in the makeup space, they'll partner up with some type of a makeup, and they'll do brand collaborations and they'll put on makeup and, hey, wow, this is really good eyeliner or whatever it is. Buy down at the link below. It's kind of an affiliate thing, kind of a brand, but it's a brand partnership, but it's very, very similar to like the affiliate thing. So those are just 5 ways, or in a couple other ways to monetize a personal brand. Like I said, there's many, many, many ways. Those are probably 5 of the more popular ways, but if you have an audience, you might as well, be monetizing it in one of these 5 ways or in one of the many, many other ways on there. So, hey, if you like these types of videos, make sure you to hit that subscribe button down below and click that little bell notification. I release videos every Monday and Thursday for your viewing pleasure. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, please drop them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them. If I can't get an answer, I'll try to find an answer for you. Thank you.